Hey, what's up, broskies? Your boy Luce is back. So today we're back to reality, uh, which means it's a Monday. So we're gonna, the mission for today is we're gonna be installing two ceiling fans, but we're gonna have to run the power and everything, so there's no box or nothing. So we're gonna be cutting the drywall a little bit, minimizing the cutting the best we can, and running some 14.2 roll mix through it, and installing a fan and two boxes, remodeling boxes. Okay, so here we got our center. We got to head of ourselves. So we got our center of the room, which is lined up with the lights. We cut out our hole. We're going to be using our remodeling box here, fan-approved remodeling box. And we used a 4-inch hole, and that's like the perfect size for that. And we're going to be getting power from the switch. And let me just teach you guys a little trick here, how to remove these boxes without damaging the drywall. So you see how as I'm pushing it to the side, it's hitting the drywall a little bit. So you want to cut the drywall in the angle this way, so it won't pop the drywall out. So I'm gonna put a wall switch for it. So then you go, just kind of push it. You want to put the screwdriver towards the top. Why? Because that's where the screw is. Cut the screw off. I mean not the screw, I'm sorry, the nail. Plus you cut the nail off, and you're able to get your box out. You push your box a little bit lower so you could cut the top section. So you're gonna cut these little things from the top where the screw is, so you could pull the box out. So once you cut that off, then you could pull your box out. Well, actually you want to do the same for the top, for the bottom.
Regular 14, right? No, not yet.
By the way, these are not my strippers, they're not my tools. There we go. So we got our box out. So now we're just gonna undo the makeup so we could. So here we're clear, but I think this goes all the way to the top, but there's a block there, so we're gonna drill through the block.
Bring it down slowly. Bring it down more. Oh, right there, right there. Empújalo para arriba. Okay, bring it down a tiny bit. Bring it down. Bring it down. Okay, push it hard. Push it hard. There you go. Okay, wait. Push it. Push it, push it. Okay,
Now let's see how this looks. So we got this. So there's a block there. We were able to get the glow rod through it. We got to do it. We were able to avoid cutting the drywall here in the wall. That's good. Alright, so yeah, for those that have never came across one of these or have seen them but I've never installed one, it's a ceiling fan fixture box. It's for remodel. So we did a hole there. Obviously we're not gonna open any more drywall. So first you remove the box from the. Alright, we cleared our patch from stud to stud. We have our stud here and the other stud here. So we're gonna set our this one. Yeah, we'll put it like this. Why this way? Because this is the part where it's gonna extend. So we want this part to be center of the hole, so this one's gonna stay there. So first you set up your bracket, flush there, set it up. You're gonna set up your little legs like this. The other's pretty good there, I think.
This is good, right? Yeah. Good choice.
So as you twist in there, you want to put pressure. You're gonna want to pull it down a little bit, so the top, so the other side, so it won't lift and it'll kind of move out of place. Right, so there, so it's pretty tight. You don't want to overdo it, then it's gonna open up the studs. You're gonna have to kind of go just with your feel as you're tying it up. So like that looks pretty center. Hopefully it's good. You see why it's crucial to have it center. Okay, so here now we set up this bracket around. So now we just line up the holes with the screws. So look at that. There. See, if the box wouldn't not, you see how perfect that is? If the box would have not been center, it would have not lined up with the. So you just tighten everything up all the way, nice and tight. Strip your rollmates, put your round screw, which we'll put it right now, and we're good to go. Alright guys, so we got our box in there. We put our drywall back in there. Guy right here is putting in the 2-gun box. And this is the fan that the customer provided. We're going to be installing. Oh, nice. We have it all set up for you. This is the bracket here. Almost forgot this part. I kind of really like this setup here. It's really good. Make sure that you, one thing that casino happened to other people, make sure that you see this little cap here, you have to make sure it lands. The bracket has this little, it's where you could hear when they're there. See, that helps it from moving around. Just put this in there. times. Because with the screws, you just stay up the screws. Oh, there you go. Okay. Well, I really like the setup and made things super easy to mount the ceiling fan. So now we're gonna put the blades. Alright guys, so we wrapped this up already. We got the fan. That's all we had to cut. We have our 2-gang here, the switch. We'll turn off the fan. Or if you have the switch here, obviously the remote shows the light, but there's no light on it. So we can just control the speed. This fan's pretty good. It throws a lot of air. Yeah, it's good. So we call that a wrap. Lucid out. Lucid Electric. Remember, and whatsoever you do, do it hearty as to the Lord, not unto men.